Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video. Welcome back if you're a returner, and hello if you are new. I am doing a very specific tag today called Watching TarotTube. This is actually a tag that's been revived by Feeding My Soul 1212. I think she had said it was originally a video by Katie Flowers, which probably checks out. I think Katie might have done this at one point, but I have not looked at her backlog a while. But anyways, this is a video where I literally just talk about TarotTube, which I know is dear to all of our hearts, because if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you actually do like tarot and oracle and all that related stuff. Today, I will have some, funny enough, I will have, there is an irony to this. For some reason, all the decks I wanted to just show and flip through as I talk about these prompts happen to all be oracles. So is that funny when I'm talking specifically about TarotTube? Yes. I do find that a little ironic, but this is my channel and not yours, so I'm going to do whatever. And yeah, you guys can see Thistledown. Not a prototype or any of that. I pre-ordered this as I talk about TarotTube related things. So question number 1 for the Watching TarotTube tag is, how many channels are you subscribed to? Why can I not shuffle today? Anyways, I am subscribed. Last I checked this, I am subscribed to 88 tarot related channels. Now, I will say with the caveat that, well, one, I'm pretty sure that I would say in the range of 25 to 30-ish of those channels that I looked at could be categorized as kind of defunct now, in the sense that they have not either posted videos in years, or they just have not really updated in 6 months or more. So do with that information with what you will. So yeah, that is how many, but it's, again, not everybody is updating also at the same pace. So I feel like I always have variety to look through. And question number 2 is, when do you normally watch TarotTube? Okay, I normally, oh, by the way, I'm going to fix, sorry, my camera's being like really weird today, and I accidentally knocked it over at one point, so sorry, segue. Anyways, I fixed that. When do I normally watch TarotTube? Pretty much every day, not gonna lie, I do. I tend to watch, though, after work, or if it's a day off or the weekend, I might binge a lot of TarotTube. Oh, sorry, I know a lot of people don't like bugs. I'll tend to binge, there we go, moving through bugs. I'll tend to binge on the weekends. But yeah, I'm normally watching after work, way after work. And that's just the way it kind of is. Question number 3 asks, how do you balance watching TarotTube, reading tarot, and making your own videos? And the kind of easy answer to this is easily, with a schedule. What I mean is, okay, as I already established in the last question, I only really have time to watch tarot videos when I actually have free time. I don't work from home. I have to go every single day to a school and work, okay? And it's very draining and all that. Some days I don't even actually get to watching TarotTube videos because I end up deciding to watch actual TV shows or whatever instead, as I eat dinner and all that kind of jazz. So sometimes I don't even get to them, but usually is after work. So from that information, it would be safe for you all to assume that the only time I really have to film tarot is, well, on weekends. And it's true. I will do a few videos, like a few videos a day. So like, say I know I need to film a lot of videos in advance, I will end up filming about 3 videos on a Saturday and then another 2 or 3 on a Sunday. Does that make sense? So I do batch my videos out all at once. Okay, all at once in batches. And so that does mean that during the week or the rest of the day on the weekend when I am done filming, I have time to actually watch stuff. And also, by the way, do tarot. But for me, reading tarot is one of those things where, how do I explain this? What I mainly keep up right now because my life is so busy is that I do a week ahead spread every Sunday. And then I pull more oracle cards like this for quicker readings almost every day of the week. Not every day, but almost every day now. In between, if I decide, if I feel like it, I will also do bigger readings. So I do bigger readings. It's just I need to actually have time for that. It could be any day of the week, though. It could be in the middle of the week if I really, really need it. It could be on a weekend. It could be any of those things, right? Where I do bigger readings. But I do the ones I mentioned consistently, right? And yeah, so that's how I'm able to balance it all, I guess, is that I have designated time for everything, and knowing myself, the predictability of my schedules, it's pretty consistent to do that. Okay. So moving on, question number 4 asks, is there a difference between videos you like watching and videos you like making? And funny enough, yes, there is the smallest, very smallest of difference is, okay, you guys might notice, but one of the videos that I really don't make at all and probably will never make, to be honest, is videos that are like what's coming soon in like the tarot community, specifically like tarot decks that are coming out. Okay. I am not really somebody who's going to be giving you a bunch of hot takes or otherwise on new decks that are coming out. I do watch those videos. I am interested in knowing what decks are coming out, and I do like to watch those a lot. But I am not interested in creating those videos. And I think the reason why is because, to be honest, I am very picky. I am very picky when it comes to the tarot decks that I actually purchase. So my opinion would not mean shit. I would be very picky, and most of the time would probably say, oh, I'm not getting that for myself. So there really wouldn't be a reason for me to report on what decks are coming out. But do you know who I think you should follow if you do like those kind of videos? And I think do a much better job about that, and would be, by the way, they are like 5 million times more coherent than I am. People I think you should watch if you do like those kind of videos. Lisa Pepez, for one, is always giving her delicious hot takes on all kinds of tarot and oracles and otherwise that are coming out. I also think Tarot with Ruby also does a great job of this. And I also want to shout out Priscilla at A Life Full of Simplicity, because she also does a good job of talking about different tarot decks, oracle decks, and also just even tarot and oracle related books that are coming out. She does a great job of all those things. So I prefer to watch their videos and not do that shit myself. I don't think I would do a good job with those. So yeah, that is basically the one difference. Most other types, and maybe currently it'd be like pick a card readings. I don't currently do those, and I don't usually watch them either, but sometimes I do. And I think they're really cool. I just, at the moment, I don't know how I'd be capable of doing those, so I don't. Anyways, moving on. Question number 5 is, who is the first TarotTuber you subscribe to, and do you still watch them? Interestingly enough, I have 2 people I would say I simultaneously started watching at the same time. Granted, guys, I started, I will say this. I am late to the game on TarotTube in a lot of ways because I didn't really start watching TarotTube until about 2021. Okay, 2021 about, I don't remember what time, but around 2021, I started actually watching TarotTube. So I was kind of late compared to everybody else. I guess, who has been watching. I was basically doing tarot on my own alone before that. So, who were my first two? I'm going to mention two people. One, I'm not going to name directly because I don't feel like being incendiary and like calling them out in that way, because I'm just not that kind of person. Not naming that her. And then the other person I will talk about, and it's kind of funny bit related to her. Okay. I'm going to pull out another deck as I talk about this. The first person that I don't follow, well, I don't, spoiler alert, I don't follow her anymore. But she is someone who is big, I guess, in the tarot sphere for basically doing a lot of unboxing videos. Like most of her channel is just unboxing videos, talking to people about the rundowns of all specific decks, okay? That's basically her whole channel, and that's her shtick. The reason why I don't follow this creator anymore, even though she has like, you know, thousands and thousands of followers, is that I started as someone who is personally, right? Someone personally who is non-binary. I was starting to get very, 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 very uncomfortable with how often she would mention Harry Potter and Harry Potter related cards and all of that jazz. Oh, by the way, I'm now shuffling through the Earthbound Oracle by Skull Garden. If it doesn't, yep, there we go, Skull Garden. Anyway, sorry for that tangent. I started getting very uncomfortable with how much she mentioned Harry Potter, because if you have not been living under a rock and you are, well, aware of the online sphere, you know that J.K. Rowling is, well, she's a fucking TERF. Like, let's just name it what it is. She is a TERF. She has been very inflammatory and very upfront about it. And for that reason, I am not somebody who personally likes Harry Potter anymore. It is unfortunate because as a kid, I did like Harry Potter a lot, but I do not now. And I do not plan to ever reread the Harry Potter books. I still own them in the sense that they're at my parents' house, and I've kind of just left them there. Like when I moved out to this apartment, I just left them behind. It is unfortunate because they were a big part of my childhood, but I cannot stand her anymore because she hates, right? The author hates my existence. So I'm not going to have the warm fuzzies for Harry Potter. Now, this person in particular kept bringing up Harry Potter a lot, kept showing cards with Harry Potter. I think she even at one point in time had like a pick a card reading, and it was specifically like the houses and things. And this is in more recent times, by the way. So the receipts about J.K. Rowling being awful have been around a while now. So because of that, I'm not going to say that this person is straight up a TERF. I have no fucking clue what her life actually is. And that's why I also don't want to name her, because I don't believe in spreading that kind of hate. But because I was getting those kind of TERFy vibes, I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore. And I had to unsubscribe. So that's my own personal shtick on that first person. I don't follow them anymore. Now, the other person I do want to mention that I did follow around this same time, and I do actually still watch videos of, is Katie Flowers. Yes, Katie Flowers was one of my first. The funny thing, though, about like following her was the hilarious part was a few months later, after I followed her, she was like, surprise, guys, I'm actually ending my tarot channel. I'm just doing books now. And I was like, oh, shit, what the fuck? But I did pivot. I do watch Katie's videos, her book-ish ones. I do like them for the most part. I don't, though, 100% agree with all of her opinions on like fantasy books in particular. Mainly because Katie has admitted that she is newer to liking the fantasy genre. So there's a lot of things that she just, I don't, no offense, sorry, Katie, but like if you ever find this, I don't know how you would. But I don't think she understands 100% as someone who, I guess, Me, as somebody who's read a lot of fantasy most of my life, there's just some things about the genre I don't think she 100% understands. So it comes across in her reviews of those books. And also because she has stated she doesn't like big books, so it's like, why even bother with the fantasy, you know? A lot of them are. But yeah, despite all that, I still watch her booktube videos. I do like them for like other books that she mentions. And yeah, so I guess I still, in that way, follow her. I have been meaning to go back to her tarot videos though and like actually look over those because I think she was doing a lot of great things. And so it is kind of sad that she doesn't do tarot videos anymore. But at the same time, some people move on from that and you got to accept it. And it is what it is. Anyways, very long answer to that. I'm going to move on to question number 6, which is, who is the most recent TarotTuber you subscribed to? I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them that have been the most recent. The first is Rhiannon Rambles and Readings, and that's because I do want to do a tag she recently did. So I subscribed to her, and I am enjoying her video so far. And the other one is Tara at Tara is Cozy. She is so nice. She is so kind. If you don't already follow her, I think you should because she actually is a ball of sunshine. She's very nice. And yeah, I'm enjoying her videos. So definitely watch those, guys. I'm just saying. So those are the most recent 2. I think it was both of them at the same time. Question number 7 is, share an old favorite TarotTuber. I don't know if I like the phrasing of old in the sense that, like, the person I'm about to mention isn't old. I don't think she's that old. Or not as... She looks like she could be around my age. So I don't want to say she's old. But, like, an older favorite. Like, she was one of the early people I followed after, like, that other person I mentioned. And Katie was Marine over at The Waves of Your Soul. I love her videos. I'm so fascinated by her life and the things she talks about living on her island in the middle of the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, Reunion. I genuinely care about her well-being, and I hope I wish her all the best. I'm just always fascinated by her. I love her deck choices. I love how she talks about decks and such. And I will literally drop anything to watch all of her videos every time she updates. So there you go. She's an old favorite of mine. And yeah, I love it. Love her. Hope she's doing great today or any other time in the future. Anyways, moving on from that, who is the most recent tarot? Oh wait, no, I already said that one. Sorry, number 8 is actually share a new favorite TarotTuber. Okay. I'm going to share like probably the absolute fave right now, and then I'll mention some other people because I think they're also doing great things and you guys should be watching their videos. Probably a current favorite of mine is definitely Sylvie over at Tarot Magpie. She is just, I don't know, she's just killing it. There's something about her videos. I just love like listening to her thoughts about tarot. We have very similar interests too, so maybe that's why it's also very enjoyable to listen to Sylvie. And I just like the tags that she's been coming up with. So Sylvie is great. If you don't follow Sylvie, follow. Wow, it's as if this is like frickin' Twitter. If you don't subscribe to Sylvie, you should. And who else do I want to mention today? Oh, I always love Robin at Robin's Reflections. I believe that's her channel name. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Robin, if that's not your channel name. I love Robin. Robin is she's just very, how do I explain this? She's very kind. She gives off to me this kind of like empathetic vibe. And also at the same time, I don't think she's afraid to say the truth because like she'll mention if she straight up doesn't like something, but she says it in like this very like warm, demanding way in that way. So I really like Robin's videos for that. She's great. Another person I've been watching more recently is Chanel at Spirited Stardust. I recently actually subscribed to her booktube channel too, because I'm obsessed with like figuring out people's opinions about books. Oh, by the way, I'm now flipping through the mini, what is this called? The mini Roots and Wings tarot, sorry. Not tarot, oracle. Sorry for my segues once again. But yes, Chanel also has some cool videos. I've been slowly going through those now. But I enjoy her videos more recently too. Also, a person I want to shout out is Sarah over at Tangy Tarot. Sarah has been, I don't know, she's been doing it so good too lately. Not to say that she never like had good videos before recently, but she's like really doing some fascinating, thought-provoking stuff right now, specifically around the sphere of like being more intentional with the tarot cards, and also bringing up points about what she doesn't want, like why she doesn't want to purchase specific tarot decks anymore. And it's a really great exercise, and I do think a lot of people should be doing that, right? Is like really examining why certain decks just didn't work for you, you know? Like what about them made you want to go, not for me, you know? I don't want to support this anymore. I don't want to own this anymore. No, you know? So Sarah's been doing a good job lately, and I just want to shout her out because I think she should have more followers. And yeah, I just really like her videos, to be honest. So those are some recent people that I want to mention. And yeah. Did I have another point to that? I don't know. My brain is like barely working. I'm barely getting over being sick. Okay, moving on. Question number 9 asks, what is one of your TarotTube pet peeves? And to be honest, I don't think I have too many, except I did notice something. I did notice that I am the kind of person who does get annoyed with there being a more looking at somebody's face ratio to them actually showing me cards. So I guess if you're not showing any cards, or you're showing the cards too quickly, without any other visuals, I get very uncomfortable, and then I don't want to watch as much of that content. And I had to think about why this was, because a lot of these people are very lovely people. It's not like I don't like looking at them, I guess, but because I'm autistic too, you know, I think it's like I get very uncomfortable like looking at them in the face. So I don't always want to look at people in the face. That's a weird thing to say maybe, but it's true. I get uncomfortable. I don't even like having to look at people in the eye in real life. So maybe if I look at people for too long, I get weirded out. The other thing is I noticed recently, not a lot of people do this, but I noticed recently too, if it's a walkthrough of somebody like showing tarot cards, I actually get really annoyed with music, which is very odd for me because I love music, but I don't actually like when the music all of a sudden gets really loud in comparison to like looking at the cards and stuff. I don't know. Kind of a weird pet peeve, but those are like the only two I can think of. I don't think there's anything else in TarotTube that would annoy me except somebody being a gatekeeper or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that. The last question in this tag is, what have you learned from watching other TarotTubers? And the short answer for this is I've learned a lot. The long answer is that by watching other people talk about tarot cards, I've kind of gotten these moments where I can stop and think for myself what I personally like to examine with tarot, right? I get to see other people's like tastes. I get to see their differences. I get to see how I can be more coherent when I am talking about the tarot. You know, I can do all those things basically. And so it has been a joy in that way to be able to see how other people view tarot. And by the way, people have also given me a lot of creative insight into how I can use tarot and how people use tarot in their own practices, like evolving out from what I simply was doing, you know? And I think that's beautiful. Because otherwise, I don't think I would have expanded as much as I have. I've also been just aware of like how many decks there are, how many creators there are. And it's just been fun in that way to learn from others. Because I love learning. I'm going to be honest, I'm a nerd. I love to learn. So in that way, I got to say thank you to everyone who's come before me or who will come after me for continuing to keep this tarot tradition alive, you know, especially because in my day-to-day life, I've barely started to tell some people more that I've been doing tarot, you know. I kept it as a very quiet pursuit, but it doesn't have to be. You can let other people in and you guys can even, you know, compare notes about your practice, and that's amazing. You know, we need more of that, especially more of the collaboration and understanding and all that, you know, all that energy. We need more of it. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching this long. If you have, every comment, every message, every of that means so much to me. Thank you for those who have been. And I always love hearing from you. So yeah, keep it up and thank you. Thank you. Just thank you. And thank you for TarotTube for giving me another outlet. Let's be honest there. I will see you all again next time. Yeah. Bye.